Alright. Shut up. It's the same stuff that Peeves throws at you in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Except it's blue, not green.
No.
He throws blue stuff at you.
At some
It's
point.
the same, like, turquoisey colour.
No, it's not turquoise.
It's kind of turquoisey.
It's different every time he does it, really. Because sometimes he's throwing things at you, and sometimes he's just throwing goo at you, and sometimes he's throwing a potion at you, and then the potion explodes.
Where does he get that goo from?
His ass.
I was gonna say the
Poor Harry. Getting, like, shit goo thrown at him.
It's Peeves, what do you expect? I so wish they'd been able to put him in the movies.
I know!
Like...
I miss all like the little like limericking rhyme things that he just sort of would come out with.
And sort of how like they do, he's a dick, but then sort of there'd be the things like with Umbridge, how he'd be pulling shit and the teachers would help him pull shit. Like
That was awesome.
It unscrews the other way, you dumbass.
yeah.
I think that was one of my favorite things that was in
Without that you dumbass, but
yeah.
I don't remember the books that well, because I only read them once.
But you know, McGonagall.
McGonagall just is like
unscrews
walking
the other
and like
way.
Peeves is trying to unscrew a chandelier and she's like it unscrews the other way.
Oh, okay.
I would not want to piss her off or
No.
her in a dark alley. I would die.
She's a tough old
She
bird.
is.
You mean
She
Maggie
is a-
Smith in any shape or form?
Yeah, she is a badass lady.
Yeah.
She's a strong
Dame.
Dame. Yeah,
Dame
Dame.
Maggie Smith.
My
Gosh,
humblest apologies.
respect.
Was she knighted?
Yes.
That was ages ago, wasn't
That's why she has the Dame in front of her name.
it? Like Judy did.
Yeah. Running. Why didn't you kill that wizard guy? Because then you don't have to like have that thing in the way all the time.
She just did.
Well, she could have done it earlier.
Because she was getting the gems.
And because she died.
Yeah.
I think this. We're trying to find like the last like 10 things, and it was,
And there's just lots of boring stuff for it.
and I know where it is now because it's around the corner and we haven't got it. You'll see what I mean by around the corner
Yeah. Apologies for the...
momentarily. I hope we
Come on.
don't run off somewhere
Come
else
on.
and investigate first because it looks
I think
like
we
that's what
do.
we're gonna do.
Yep.
Damn it.
Because we like went everywhere and then you were like, oh, it's over there!
Yeah. It's at this point where I just like kill every enemy to make sure. Wait,
Extra double triple check.
is Alicia, are you still playing this?
No, I think it's going to you by now.
It's gone back
Yeah,
to
on
me.
the cliff we were looking around for ages and then you decided, no, I'm doing it now.
Yeah, okay.
Because you'd finished eating.
Yeah. Plans. Trying to kill that sheepy sheep.
No, sheep, it's a goat, isn't it?
Goaty goat. Don't care about that egg thief. He's not important because I already stole this egg.
But you're still gonna chase him down anyway.
Nah, I was looking around. Just he happened to be in the way.
We are so weird. I
We're
love
putting
us.
it out there for the world to see. Oh, yeah. Really?
You can see terrible gameplay and listen to terrible voices.
Sorry.
Well, mine mainly 'cause sounds the worst.
I repeat what I said earlier. Everyone's going to say that about their own voice.
No, but I'm seriously convinced that mine's the worst.
Everyone is seriously convinced that this is the worst because everyone else's sounds normal to them.
No, I don't know. I sound...
What are you doing?
I don't remember this bit.
No,
What are we doing?
Alicia's at this point. I had the controls at this point because she was running into the.
No, but I'm
corpse
just.
of the
What
guy.
was I doing? Because I don't remember it.
We may have still been arguing about something.
Beer, vegetables, and beer, probably.
That did go on for a while.
It did.
Like the next couple of parts.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm like, no, Alicia, you need to go around and stab him from the back.
Yeah.
Rude.
You know. Like with Caesar.
Et tu, Brute. Dad made that joke earlier, and I was
Yeah,
like,
he did.
Dad, no one's gonna get that because no one knows what Et tu, Brute is.
Actually, a lot of
What do we
And-
do? There are so many people who have to do
I don't know,
Caesar.
I've said that a lot, like, in and around school, and people are like, what?
Well,
Yeah,
they're stupid
in
and they
school.
don't understand French.
Et tu, Brute is not French.
Sounds like French.
Okay.
Oh Well,
And because it close enough is because it is and you in French, so.
well, it's Latin.
Yeah, well, French
And
has roots in
yeah,
Latin, so
but
it
still.
can
Which
count
has
as
roots in
French.
fucking everything.
You should say everything has fucking roots in Latin.
Except, Japanese.
Whatever. Practically everything.
Everything. Well, European.
Yeah. What's Western?
When we're in Europe, we went into Hungary, and they're like, so, you know how, like, every language in Europe is derived from Latin in some way? And we're like, yeah. Well, Hungary is weird because the Hungarian language is, like, really distinct in its own thing. Like, it has barely any resemblances to
yeah,
neighbouring
it is.
languages.
Guy I worked with at the cinema could speak Hungarian.
Was that Tomas?
Yeah.
Because, like, if you compare Hungarian with, like,
Except he was
German,
like,
it's
he was
very
Russian,
different.
though, so that was like weird.
It's like,
Russian,
No,
but he's
no,
Hungarian.
no, but he, like other family members.
no.
I think he was originally Hungarian, but he's been
It's running around.
Oh, wasn't it like was it when you were still at Mondo, was it Caleb who was going to teach you how to swear in Russian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever do that?
No.
Rude.
I know.
Use Google Translate.
Yeah,
Because
because that's accurate.
it works perfectly every time.
Yeah.
What's really funny is half of our French class were using that. Or like we'd go through it and then we'd be like, okay, no, that's not right, and we'd pick out all the bits that we'd recognise as not being right, and we'd like
okay.
correct the.
That was hilarious.
And then so any mistakes that were left were us not picking up on it.
Ugh.
Never repeat that to Mrs. Moore.
That's
by the way.
that's how you teach French to students. Yeah, because Mrs. Moore is going to be watching this.
Or Miss McKay.
Yeah, they definitely totally are. I'm gonna email them the links.
Okay, you do
They
that.
knew. They
They
so
knew.
knew.
They
Like,
so
they
knew. They always know.
Because they occasionally, you shouldn't be using Google Translate would come up in conversation every now and again. Oh no, we're not.
Yeah, you so are.
Like,
Shut up! Don't you lie to me.
Like, we wouldn't always use it, but if we were like really stuck, or if we were really tired and didn't want to do it on top of the other 10 hours of homework we had, we'd be like, Google Translate, woo. So I mean, you spend however long at school, and then they give you X amount of homework. Oh, you should be able to do this in like half an hour. No, but even when you do it, it's still like another like 5 hours of work because of all your fucking different subjects.
I never did my homework at home. All of it was done because
That's
I
what
got.
study is for.
No, yeah, because I'd go to school early with Dad because he goes there at 7:30, so I'll just go with him. And I'd have like a spare hour. I'm like, if I have any homework, I'll do it then. Or if I'm super lazy, I just don't study. That's what it's there for.
I got to the stage where I was like, I'll just do it when I do it, and I'll just read
That
and
was
study.
the exact same thing with classics in year 13. Like, my classics work was done in study, not classics.
Oh yeah, no. A lot of our because we didn't really actually get, especially because you had Davidson, right?
Yeah.
Did you get much homework from him?
No.
He doesn't really give you homework. You just copy out the
No,
notes during the class.
the only classics work I did in study was like the classic stuff we should have been doing in class, and I didn't do because I was talking the whole time.
No, that's what we did. That's how we
Yeah.
did it as well. It was really because he'd just be like, oh yeah, just do these, and everyone would just
And
talk about God of small things and
Yeah.
how terrible it was because whatever. Even if we weren't doing A-level English.
I wasn't.
Neither was I, and we were still because Jess and Shana were. That's why.
That's
We were-
right.
And practically
They
everyone
were
else was.
explaining
and
it
then,
to you.
And then was it Blaze was constantly leaving because he had to go do head boy things, and like half the class wasn't there because of like school prefect things. And the class was small anyway. And then half the class is also like the year 11s who have got like we had a whole bunch of year 11s who were doing the what did they call it? They were like A-class kids. So they were doing like both classics things in one go because they were doing whatever.
The A-class.
Yeah,
people,
the A-class kids, yeah. We had a whole bunch of them sitting in front, so they'd all be on their computers, either doing their work or having finished the work already because they're psycho-genius kids dicking around on Tumblr. They had that, one of the girls in my geo class, Siobhan, she was on Tumblr, so I'd always sit with her, so like, we'd be done copying down the notes and she'd just like flick the tab over onto Tumblr and she'd flick it back if the Miss McKenzie was walking around the room, and so I'd just be sitting there like, pretending I'm done or rereading over my notes and just, there you go. Watching
looking up at the computer.
At first it was sort of like before we got to know each other, because I know before she was like, I was sort of like, shit, what? And then sort of eventually came friendly. Oh, you're on Tumblr. Oh yeah,
shimmying
I'm on
next to
Tumblr as well.
her,
I think she actually followed me as well, so it was really funny. Just randomly sitting there, just watching her on Tumblr. It's great.
Alright, we finally found all the gems at long last.
Oh, what was it also? It was like the last day of the year, like the last proper school day of the year. She came, or like one month before study leave. She came into
Did that
Geo
just go black?
freaking
no,
out.
No, nothing.
She came into Geo freaking out because the school servers had finally blocked Tumblr.
Oh, right.
And I was like, this is great because it's like my last day in school as a year 13
So
before like study leave.
So that happened, and then people in my year found a way around that. And
She was, she's your year.
How?
She was year, but yeah,
I
she
can't
was
remember
freaking
how.
out. She was like, no, we had, and they were all freaking out. And
Yeah.
I was like, you'll fix it. Like they blocked Facebook, yet everyone was always on Facebook in the art rooms. Like
Same with like Gmail, they blocked that, and they're like,
Why would you block Gmail?
I don't know, because
That's like stupid.
Don't the
People
teachers
actually
use
Gmail? Use that,
No,
and then
but-
the students use their email like notes and stuff to themselves to get
Yeah.
at school.
the reason they blocked that is because they had that on forever because they don't want students emailing each other in class, because that's how teenagers communicate with each other.
Yeah, we email in class
yeah.
because that's like not.
well, hey,
Yeah.
because
And so-
they've got cell blockers to block
But
reception.
the thing is, they didn't block Hotmail. So,
Oh my god!
so if you had Hotmail open and then opened your Google account, you could then use your Google Gmail.
Oh my god, the school is stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, because she was freaking out, and I was like, I'm sure you guys will find a way around it.
Yeah.
So obviously you did, but because she was A class, I think. A class was in Mansfield your year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
But it was so funny though. She came in, just, it was the first period, and she just found out, and like, so
oh no.
so funny. It was so funny. Just,
Stressing out.
and I was just like sitting there laughing at it. Great. But yeah, that's supposed to be one of the best public schools in Auckland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking out about the fact.
I'm
that
sure
the
The
Mr.
students
Bentley is
freaking
like-
out about the fact that.
I'm sure Bentley would be expressing about how it is the best everywhere,
Yeah.
anywhere.
Okay, whatever. Do that. It's his opinion.
Oh, by the way, Hargraves left.
Really?
Yeah, he's become a principal at a different school.
Which school?
Wow, guys.
A school somewhere else, I can't remember which school. But he's there for around 2 years because McLean's has a shitty rule about like you can't become the principal of McLean's unless you've been a principal somewhere else first. And so Bentley is like, look,
So
I'll
Bentley's
be leaving
stepping
sometime,
down?
and sometime in the next few years or so. And he's
Hargraves
like,
will be so much better at
Hargraves
that.
is like, if you want my job, you need to be a principal, so go do that while I'm still principal, and then you can apply.
But no, because then Hargraves will be like the principal equivalent of Lonigan.
Kind of, yeah.
Lonigan is like he's fucking scary when he wants to be, but he's a
Nice.
lot more approachable than Mr. Bentley is. I mean, I've never talked to him, but I can tell that.
And then he's best buds with the first 15.
Yeah, it's because he's like one of the coaches.
Yeah.
And so is Hargraves. Hargraves is one of the coaches, so
Yeah.
that'll just, even more funding will go to the first 15. Oh, what do you do?
Code words just in case people somehow accidentally ever find out.
Well, everyone who watches video game stuff on YouTube knows like sports and its terminologies, right? And okay, so first 15 we mean like the first.
I think she means
rugby
code
team.
names
no,
for the
teachers,
teachers.
you
Uh,
twit.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
It's fine. I thought you were talking about like saying first 15 because people wouldn't know because reasons.
What's that? She
lamp.
accidentally touched the lamp.
Don't
so
touch
she
my
turned
lamp.
it
Your
off.
touch lamp.
Touch nothing but the
That's
lamp.
really cool.
But he's had one of those.
Yeah,
You do
she
realise you
touched
just gave
it.
her permission to touch it.
I know. I was making a quote because reasons.
I know the quote and I get the quote, but shame.
I mean, no. It means she can't take her finger off to turn it like back on, so that's why she has to touch it
But then it's on.
because it'd be off because she already pressed it the first time.
But yeah, no. Actually, if that happens, like, I'm gonna be slightly envious of the kids at that school without him there.
What? Because the whole school will be dominated by the first 15.
Well, no, aside from that, they already are.
Not more so.
Yeah, more so. Yeah, okay, yeah, they'll be that, but they'd still be strict, but it might be slightly funner to be at assembly.
Maybe, yeah.
There might be a few more jokes cracked when the principal is talking. Do you not remember? I don't know if that the time he fucked up. Like, what was it? He was trying to talk about something, make like a reference to something popular, and
Yeah.
he called Beyonce Beyonce.
I think I remember that, yeah.
It was terrible.
Whenever me and my friend were...
Your face says it all. Like, everyone came out of assembly going, oh, Beyonce! Like, it was terrible.
I remember because one time the orchestra played the Imperial March, and so me and my friend were saying about how they should always play it whenever he walked on stage,
Yeah.
just playing the
They
Imperial
should.
March the whole time.
Shit.
Game
And that was me!
over.
Dying! Because I failed. Apologies.
Because you can't do platforming very well. Oh god, so I was just trialing Crash Bandicoot to see like how it is, because I haven't played Crash
And because so much
Bandicoot in a million
platforming?
years. Crash Bandicoot is only platforming.
I know.
So we're gonna
Shelley will die.
we're gonna have a fun time losing all those lives.
It's easy
But
to
it's
get
easy
lives.
to get lives.
But you're gonna lose them so quickly.
We could do the thing.
No, we cannot do the thing because Sean wants to do it without doing the thing.
No, because then people are like, why are you guys so shit that you have to do 99 lives cheats?
Because we're so shit.
No, because you're so shit.
Shut up! You're
Oh,
mean. Nasty.
God. Nasty.
No bitch.
Love you too, Gary.
I know you two. Play nice. Slapping each other's knees isn't playing nice. That was the most
pathetic
poorly conducted fisticuffs I've ever seen in my life.
fisticuffs!
They're now doing like gesturing and now poking each other because they're so stupid.
What's this? Oh, what is
We're
that
not. We are awesome. Just
I can't
nobody gets
remember what
our
that-
inside sister jokes.
I can't remember. That's from something, isn't it?
Fisticuffs?
No, us
No.
doing the thing.
No.
Yeah, thing. I can't remember what it's from. But
I'm sure it's from something.
it's from the movies.
Probably.
Yeah.
Plans.
I feel like it's a Robert Downey Jr. thing. But I feel like
No.
it's something him as Sherlock would do.
No.
I know.
So close.
That wasn't me this time. Was
Wasn't
it?
me.
Or was that the
I
last
think that was-
time and then I said, no, I give up and then I give it to you?
I think that was it, because...
Yeah, because, yeah.
Here's you throwing the controller at me.
Yeah.
At your face.
And that hurt my face as well.
Oh, tough
Got a
shit. Your
bruise.
face should just be stronger.
You know.
What? Add metal
Feel-
plating to my face?
Yeah, no, it should be like the first 15 and just get all the funding even though they're in the B grade.
Yeah.
I think there was a thing that they might be moving to the A grade or something.
That's happened before
Yeah.
because they'll be at the top of the B grade and then they'll play that game to play up into the A grade and then they win and then they get caned all season and they drop down to the B grade again.
Yeah.
That's how they work.
And then they lose to the Japanese team.
And then when they come, and then or is it they barely acknowledge the fact that like the netball, maybe not last year because I know the Premier Netball team did really shit last
Okay.
year, which is really funny because they lost most of their team.
Oh dear.
But like the year, like with my last year, like we came 5th in the Premier grade out of 12, and it was the first time one of the Clays netball teams had gotten that high in quite a while.
Oh yeah.
No recognition.
Because Wendy was in the sports department, so she made sure there was recognition for that, but not as much as the first 15. No. Oh, you know, there'd be trumpets and all over the school. It's terrible.
Yeah. Like she's...
But then I know that
I think she's exaggerating. She's not.
And I know like the last couple of years it's just been going like shh.
Yeah.
Because the year I was like that last year when I was in Prem, like 6 of us. There's 12 of us, like 6. 12, 11 of us. Like half the team was year 13s, half the team was year 12s.
Right.
But because there's only 7 on court at one time,
Yeah.
so 6 of those 7 people on court most of the time because Chris was very adamant about the fact that if you're in this team, you get played.
Who did that?
That was Sean.
stupid.
That was...
No, but she was,
Trying to be a cool
she was
guy.
very adamant about the fact that I'm not going to be fair and play everyone. This is the Premier team. We're in it to win it. I will play my top 7.
Okay.
And it wasn't top 7 players, it's the top working 7, so the best 7 who work together.
Right.
Just so happened that majority of the time was these 6 year 13s,
Oh,
and then
of
one of the year 12s.
Oh dear.
So that was quite entertaining because then we all left because, you know, we're not at school age anymore,
Yeah.
and then they didn't do quite as well the next year.
Oh dear.
And then I think they've been doing even worse last year, from what I've heard.
What do you hear? How do you hear these things?
Because Shona was in the
other
team and
people
she was
are
in my
in
team at
netball.
club.
Okay, because I have like no more context aside from like one person at school.
I think the only person I still, because that was Shona's last year was last year. I think Kenya's still got 1 year to go though.
And that one person
Thank
happens to
you
be a
for
teacher who
releasing me.
like doesn't talk to students.
Yeah. But no, like, yeah, because, Shona, because you played school and you played club, and Shona was in my team for club, and she's also in the Premier school team.
Okay.
So you hear all the gossip.
All the gossip.
No, you do, because she'll be talking to, like, Emma about stuff, and then Emma will talk to her about stuff that's happening at Santa Maria.
Right.
But she doesn't play for Sudbury netball because they're all like, oh no, if you play for our school team, you have to play in our club team, which is exactly the same as the school team.
Okay.
And so she plays for Mellons Bay, so they don't let her play for the school school team.
Dumb.
It's very dumb because she's a very good player.
Yeah. That's
It's really stupid, and like it's just a stupid prejudice. I think a lot of it is also they just being a bitch to Emma, but it's actually really entertaining because there was one time where like they took an extra team down to tournament week with them, and she was part of that extra team.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, oh no, you can play because they wanted to win.
Of course.
And I was like, that's really funny.
Yeah.
And then the next year they still refused to let her play in the actual team. She's going to play for us.
That's really
And
dumb.
she was like, well, I'm going to stick with my Mellons Bay team because they're awesome. And I was like,